Happy New Year, YouTube. Angry Asian here. It's here. It's queer. It's the Somogear NGAL next generation aiming laser. This much anticipated laser has finally come to US shores. Is it worth the $500 price tag? Is it that much better than their PEQ15 offering? Is this the laser that us cheap bastards have been waiting for? Or is this just another Chinese piece of shit? Join me tonight and let's find out. So here it is, the Somogear NGAL. This guy came from Paragon Armory, just like my previous PEQ15. Let me preface this video by saying this is not mine. This is my buddy Phil's, who, if you watch the PEQ15 video, his Somogear PEQ15 actually broke during testing. So he got this guy back in October, and we've kind of dicked around with it just a little bit so far, but figured a little unboxing. This did come with their Somogear Molly pouch, which I didn't get one of these with my PEQ15 fuckers. So here's the box. Looks pretty much just like the PEQ15 box with a different sticker on there. So this is the tan green dot. As far as I know, they only offer the tan. You can get it in a green or a red. I mistakenly said that this is $500. The price is actually, as of this video, for the green it's $450. For the red it's $400. Now, the first thing I thought when I opened this guy up was, it's pretty damn small. And pictures and video, it's like really kind of hard to gauge your reference size on this guy. So to compare it to a footprint of the PEQ15, here's the PEQ15 box that my Somogear came in, and here's the NGAL. So you can see it is quite a bit smaller, which I really thought was nice. The layout is very similar to a PEQ15 LA5. Here's the front of the unit. It does not have any protrusions like the illuminator on the PEQ15 does. Nice and flat. These covers are just blackout covers, pretty typical from Somogear, but these guys do have a bit more strength. They're not as elastic as the other ones, so I imagine they hold up a little better. The fire button looks like a titty. Ooh. Has nice feel to it. Good positive click. You'll see the turrets are a little different than the PEQ15. Now the layout of the modes is pretty much the same, except this does not have a program mode, so you can't turn it into a strobe like you can with the PEQ15, which again, I don't even know if you'd even use that feature anyways. But you got your visible active high, active low, off, and these will be your IR settings. So active low, dual, so that'd be laser with the illuminator, active high laser, illuminator high, and then dual high. And that feels about the same as my 70,000 series PEQ15, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same type of knob in here. Got the backside here with your LA23 plug. Now this laser does not use a crane style plug, so if you were thinking that you could use your old crane style pressure switch or boat switch or whatever have you on this guy, you cannot. And actually that is kind of a deal breaker for me personally. I mentioned again, this is not mine, this is my buddy's. I had anticipated maybe purchasing one of these, but I like my $15 L3 tape switches with a crane plug on there. I like using them on a vertical foregrip. They're cheap and easy to replace. A tape switch for this guy is like $200 fucking dollars. It's completely fucking ridiculous. Currently, every switch I've seen on the market for this NGAL LA23 plug is ridiculously overpriced and expensive. So you're looking at $200+ if you want to use a different type of remote switch than the one that it does come with. The illuminator can be adjusted by this knob right here. Feels pretty tight on there. One thing that's pretty different on this NGAL compared to the PEQ15, it's kind of a pain in the ass to take this cover off, but it still uses a CR123 battery, but the threads on this guy are aluminum. So the first few times you go to thread this cap on here, it's pretty grainy, rough. Just keep that in mind because you're using aluminum threads versus brass ones, which are a little softer and have a little more give. But anyways, it's kind of hard to do on camera with this damn tripod sticking in my fucking crotch. But anyways, you get the idea. The Picatinny rail mount on this guy is exactly the same as the Somogear PEQ15, so no improvements there. But of course, the weak point on many of those units was that it would crack right on this inside edge, on that polymer body. So the NGAL is an aluminum body. So the idea is that this is a stronger body. Hopefully it won't crack when you clamp this guy on, or if you were to drop this or bang it onto something, it should be a more durable unit. I failed to mention there is stowage for these little lockout screws. I did remove them previously, but the hardware to remove those screws does come with this, but you can see where they were and where you can store them. But overall, I mean, it feels like a very well-built unit. Aluminum body, I don't know the thickness on it. The color, I guess, is what really kind of held these guys up from mass production for a while. I don't know if you can really see it on camera here, but it's like a watered down brown watercolor. Like you can kind of even see some of the brush marks at certain angles and lighting here. It's not like anodized. Now, I don't have any real deal operational whatever experience with the real NGAL. This is my first time using this. Again, I did serve in a Ranger bat where we did use LA5s. But this is new to me. So to compare it to the real model, I really don't have any basis for comparison, just being honest with you guys out there. But from what I can tell, it does look like a decent upgrade compared to the PEQ15, at least with that aluminum body. Let's see what other goodies they give us. So here's your remote switch. And again, I mentioned it's a different plug on this guy. It's not a crane style, and these guys are much more expensive. So if you're the type of dude who's going to run this laser with a remote switch, just keep that in mind. I can't really vouch for the quality of this guy, but I haven't used it. But it feels nice, looks okay, and just like the PEQ15, it's got a bracket to mount that. It's hardware to mount it to Picatinny or M-LOK. Rails, your Allen keys in there. Let's pull shit out. Screwdriver. Some stickers. Little warning stickers, labels, what have you. Some more shit. And your quick and dirty how-to manual. And they iterate for airsoft use only. Airsoft toy. Get back to this guy. So look, there's a little bit of play when you go left or right, but then you kind of hit that wall camera to focus here, but it's got nice positive audible click, but I mean, there's a lot of play. It's kind of in that neutral setting there. I promise you, I'm not normally this uncoordinated. It's just kind of hard to do this shit with a camera. Same thing. So they all have some kind of looseness there. And again, that set neutral setting, but it's got good clicks. It does feel, I mean, as it stands out of the box, I think it will hold, but you know, proof is going to be in the pudding here. I'm not going to open this guy up like I did in the last video. Again, it's not mine, and honestly, I don't think the upgrades are really worth it unless you're going to plan to open that thing anyways. But let me give a shout out to Robbie over at Knight's Armory. He will do the service for you. Do not message or email me asking if I will do the service for you. I will not. It's a pain in the fucking ass. No, let's go outside and test this bad boy. All right, midnight, about 33 degrees outside, so right around freezing. There's frost everywhere. You can see it on camera, but there is a water tower that I've used previously. It's about 300 yards, 290 to be exact. Last I checked it with a rangefinder. I don't know, it may have moved since then, but got the NGAL on the active low laser here. And I'll zoom in on the camera in a second, but I don't know if you can see that on the tower there. Put it on the active high. Very, very bright. Again, I don't know if you can see this on camera zoomed out, but I mean, I can see the laser beam here on a overcast night. Maybe you can see some of it here from this steam coming off from our furnace, but yeah, it's a bright fucker, that's for sure. All right, I got my camera zoomed in now. Maybe see that laser a little better. But that is the active low. And the active high. Again, that's 290 yards right there. All right, behind the lens of the PVS-14 now. I've got a couple landmarks for you. So this is on the IR laser low. My Jeep Comanche right there, and that's about like 25 yards from me. Go to that pickup truck bed a little further. I'm about 30. You see a fence line there. That's probably about 60-ish. Go out to that house. Now we're looking about 100 plus. Fence line, about 150-ish. Back here, we're getting closer to about 2. And again, the water tower is 290 there. Again, this is the IR low laser here. Now this is the dual low with the illuminator on, along with the laser. And I am adjusting the knob on the illuminator here. I got it adjusted all the way out here. out again. Right now we got the laser high power. Very easy to see at all these various distances here. All right, and this is the high illuminator. It's all the way out. Tighten this up. And the ultra high power settings together, laser and illuminator. Now I did turn my gain down on my PVS-14 so that the lighting would hopefully be a little brighter, a little more discernible. I know in that last clip I had it on full maximum freaking bloom. Let's get it tested. Okay, now we're going to compare the Somogear NGAL to the Somogear PEQ15. We're about the 20-yard line right here where the trees are. And for this test, the laser on the right will be the PEQ15, and the laser on the left will be the NGAL. So let's start with just the IR low laser. Almost kind of looks like the NGAL low is brighter. What do you guys think? A little closer. It is a little brighter. Okay. All right, here is the dual low power laser and illuminator. I have both of these adjusted out as far as I can. Tighten up the NGAL here on the left. So you can see when you tighten it up, it actually becomes almost the same size as the PEQ15 on the right, with the PEQ15 all the way open. Just to show you, I'm gonna tighten up my PEQ15 here. And you can see, yeah. So definitely the illuminator on the NGAL is much more usable, that's for sure. The PEQ15, it almost becomes like a second laser beam. All right, let's go on the next setting here. All right, this is the high-powered IR laser, just the laser, no illuminator. Again, PEQ15 on the right, NGAL on the left. That NGAL laser does seem a little bit brighter. It's seems a little more discernible on the low laser setting, but let's see here. All right, that's the low power. We'll go to the illuminator high power. I will say that making the illuminator adjustments on the fly is a hell of a lot easier on the NGAL than it is on the PEQ15. But you can see that, I mean, that illuminator is easily twice the size of the PEQ15 one. You know, we go to the ultimate high power setting with the laser. It's almost hard to see the laser on the PEQ15, but So, I had wrongly assumed that the performance was going to be exactly the same as the PEQ15, which it's not. The low power laser, and maybe to some extent the high power laser, is actually brighter on this guy than it is on the PEQ15. I don't know if I'd say that's a good thing, because the damn laser on both modes is so damn bright on the PEQ15 as is. I don't know if I actually want it to be any brighter. The illuminator on this is definitely a big improvement on the PEQ15. It's clearer, and your illuminator radius is much larger on this guy than this PEQ15. So, I don't know, it might be a trade-off here. Let's put this fucker on Phil's rifle and go shoot some ammo. Alright guys, nice snowy, cold day out here in eastern Washington. It's probably about 30 degrees or so. Starting to get dark out, it's pretty cloudy, so I hope that we can get some good night vision footage in tonight, some good night vision shooting. But for now, we're just gonna get Phil's NGAL zeroed at the 25 meter line, and then go from there and just start plinking shit all over the range and seeing how that laser does. So one thing to keep in mind about the NGAL, because the actual unit is much narrower than a PEQ15, it may interfere with your front sight, depending on what type you have here. You can see on this folding BCM, that laser is hitting it. Now, you can still see the end of the laser over there, but I'm assuming that it's probably just what little bit of light's coming off that end there. It might even be reflecting off that edge. So we're gonna pull this thing, that front sight post off, and give it another shot. Okay, so round 2 with Phil's custom AR special here. NGAL's mounted up. We're about to take our first shots on the IR.TOOLS target out there, right at 25 meters. I've got my AR here, still rocking my Somogear PEQ15, so I'm gonna sling some lead through this guy as well. And we'll be using the trusty IR.TOOLS laser zero target today. You have seen me use this in the PEQ15 video. It came in a pack of 3. This is my last one. As you can see, it has been used multiple times. I have used this target to zero several of these PEQ15s now, not just my own, but a couple others for friends who decided to get one. I ended up running out of the reflective tape, so I just ended up cutting some of this roll of reflective tape, and it's so fucking cold out here right now. I had to staple everything in place because nothing's sticking, and I did put the target upside down because we're still going to be aiming, you know, around that same area like we were the PEQ15. So I figure kind of have a little more clean real estate on that lower left area. But let's go ahead and start shooting this guy up. Did it turn off on you?
It did. It's so
I've heard when that happens, it's usually the battery needs to be, might be tightened a little more, to tighten the cap up a little bit, because sometimes it just like loses a little bit of tolerance. We'll see. Cut off on you again, didn't it?
Cut off on me again.
What the fuck? Okay, so I heard that if it does that, you can maybe take a little O-ring.
I wonder if it's also this this rubber retainer that's stopping it from.
You want to pull that? You want to pull it off and see if that makes a difference?
That was really annoying, actually.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, you want the thing to stay on with every shot, not turn off with every shot. Take the whole cap off. Let me see that thing real quick. Maybe if we pull the contacts out a little more. Alright, let's try. Let's pull this guy out for now.
Okay.
Here, I'll put this in your Somogear box.
That reflection is so bright that it's like kind of blurry.
I know, like, dude, here. That's my high. Here's my low. I mean, yeah, it is supposed to be bright. That's why I was asking if you wanted me to give you another pair of eyes.
It's like my laser.
Yeah, you like that one? That's like what? That's almost the 300 right there.
Yeah.
You want me to go see where you are on your target?
Yeah, I might go check.
All right. That one paddle off. All right, we're getting in the ballpark here. Phil's first group, second group. So we're getting pretty close. I know that the NGAL is not set up exactly the same as the PEQ15, but you know, for our purposes, we're gonna get pretty close. So, I mean, that should have him zeroed in for at least 100, 150 easy. So let's just keep shooting, get him in right around that zone there. All right, it took a hot minute, but it seems what we have found is if your point of aim is right here, your point of impact should be about right here. And each of these squares is a centimeter. So you're looking about almost 1.5 centimeters down, and then like half a centimeter to the left. It's a little tighter than it is on the PEQ15, which makes sense because it's a slimmer unit. But we found with that really gets it dialed in to hit that 100-yard target out there, and we'll start blasting that. All right, we got Phil's NGAL zeroed here. We've been hitting that 100-meter target pretty good. Let's go ahead and give it a couple more shots. Pretty good, hasn't turned off. Now I am looking through the magnifier just because I can't see that laser at 100. It's getting a little darker out. Maybe I might be able to see it a little better, but certainly the magnifier helps. But I'm not using the optic, I'm just using the laser to aim and shoot this guy. That feels pretty dialed in, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hitting it pretty consistently here at 100. You know, now it's getting dark enough, I can actually see the laser a lot better on some of those far targets.
Are you hitting those farther ones?
I'm going to try to go for this like 150 one here. Got that one. Dude, that laser's like reflecting as the snow's falling. I mean, that's what? I think that one's 150-ish right there. Okay. Can we shoot that other one?
No, stay on that one.
Okay, shoot your drone.
Alright, go for it.
I'm assuming you can see the laser on the target with the drone.
It's pretty cool.
That was it.
Let's get another one.
Okay, got the mag. Oh, running out of ammo. Yeah, let's go for that 160-yard guy out there. You
Good.
see that thing?
Yeah, that's good. Oh. Pull. Ooh, miss.
Yeah, like I said, I think I had to use some Kentucky windage, aim a little high,
Yeah.
like here.
Miss. That was pretty high though. Right there. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, brother, your turn.
Yeah.
It's your gun, man. So aim like right at the 12 o'clock, like if it was a clock. There you go.
Nice.
And so that's 160 right there. It's a little higher. So you could probably maybe have your laser come down another click, you know?
Yeah.
Aim it, like put it right on the top of the tippy top of that target.
Let me try. Let me
Or
try
bring
that.
your laser down, yeah.
So if I want to bring it down, I bring it up.
You want the laser to go down.
Okay. So bring it down.
Mm-hmm. Just one click is what I would do. Yeah, right about there. There you go, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Should we try going farther?
If you want to.
That's right there. Ooh. Maybe higher.
Windage could be off too.
Yeah, it is pretty windy out there. Oh, you hit it.
Oh shit, son!
You hit the right
300
side.
meters, 0. I mean, it took a couple of tries, but I'm gonna try it again.
Try aiming more left, just to see. I think you hit it on the right side. Up and left. Never mind, go back. Go back. Go back towards. Nice.
Yeah, I'm putting it like right at the 12 o'clock, man. Like,
yeah, the 12 hits it.
Can't tell if anywhere I'm at now.
No, yeah, it's maybe more right. Yeah, right there. You're aiming in the same area. Try going higher. Yep.
So higher, huh?
I think higher is up.
I mean,
That
for
works.
300, dude. I mean, so that should go to say this laser's fucking bright. The fact that I can see it at 300, and actually with the conditions, it's pretty good because I can kind of see it with my naked eye.
Yeah.
But the magnifier definitely helps, and that is on the active high power.
Yeah.
So I mean that's pretty impressive, honestly. I mean, no, it's not exactly zeroed, but if we were to spend maybe another 30 minutes dicking with it, we could probably get it to. I mean, again, we had this set for like 100 meters, so.
And it wasn't, we had it. It wasn't perfect too.
Yeah.
No,
we're
still hitting it.
It's pretty fucking good, dude. Now I'm wondering if I can do it with my rifle.
That was a hit.
Was it?
Yeah.
I mean, I heard a weed.
Hit.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Again, 300. That's 300 meters, man.
Yeah. I'll take it.
But the conditions really make it, so you can see it.
Yeah.
No, hell no. For an airsoft toy, fuck, you couldn't ask for better, man.
I'm gonna bring her back. She's at 30%.
So that was kind of nice. I will say, like in a dusk setting, having the NGAL be a little brighter helps for those far out targets, because I had mine, both of ours, on the high power, and yours was way easier to see than mine was. So for sure, your NGAL is brighter than my PEQ15 is. Shooting under nods?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Go for that gong again.
One from here?
On the gong, yeah. Sorry, the closer one.
This one?
Yeah. Am I hitting you?
No.
Okay.
I just want to do some standing and
Yeah.
shooting.
turned off.
Shot most of those targets off that tree.
Yeah.
Okay, so as we've mentioned before, I've got the Somogear PEQ15. Phil's got the NGAL, and the NGAL laser performance it's a bit brighter. You want to just put on your low power laser?
Yeah. Yeah, hold on. I think that is low power.
Yeah, so this is the PEQ15 low power.
And that's
is
the
that with-
NGAL.
That's without the illuminator,
Yes.
just by itself.
Yep.
Yeah, you definitely get a big halo out of that thing.
Yeah. I mean, let me double check, make sure I'm on. Yeah. This is the first setting.
Yeah. So put it on your next one with the Yeah, okay, so yeah, look at that illuminator.
It's huge. It's way bigger than yours.
Is that just the laser? Or, oh yeah, you still got the illuminator.
Yeah. It's not as concentrated as yours, but it's definitely...
Up close, it looks a lot cleaner, but as you get further out,
Yeah.
it looks like it... Well, I don't...
I mean, that's
Try tightening it up. Try tightening the illuminator knob up.
Find the button.
Because see, I noticed the NGAL illuminator, it's like a cleaner circle. See how mine's got like a lot of like refraction coming off of it?
Yeah. Okay. Well, so this is all the way tight.
Yeah.
And yours is...
And I saw that in last night when I was testing it. So the NGAL at its tightest setting is as big as the PEQ15 at its most open setting.
Oh, so that's your most open right now?
Yeah, so if I tighten this fucker, dude, it's almost like a second laser. Like, that's the issue with, like, the PEQ15 on this guy, is that when you go to tighten it up, I mean, like, that's it at the tightest setting.
Wow.
Granted, I'm off of my 0
yeah.
here, but, like, yeah, it's just...
All right, I'm gonna turn mine to full power.
Full power.
Find the knob.
That's my high power laser. That's yours.
Yeah.
That looks comparable, I think. What do you think? Put it right here.
I think
that almost looks the same.
Yeah. I think you're right.
It's the low power that's the. So here's my low right there. Yeah. That's your. Yep. So yeah, it's a lot brighter. So I'd imagine if you were using that indoors, it'd almost be like another flashlight, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's just Somogear trying to get into the hype of like making everything super fucking bright.
Yeah.
Because I see dudes talking about, oh, you can use another one CR123 that puts out more voltage.
Yeah.
To get even more brightness. But I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, dude, these
Why
things are
would you-
so fucking bright as is. Why would you want it any brighter? I mean,
I feel like it's similar to a red dot. Like you want the lowest setting on a red
oh yeah,
dot.
like when you're zeroing it, you don't want that thing to be.
Yeah.
I wish you could catch a laser beam on that video, like and you see it in the sky. Damn, it is cloudy as shit. I don't see a single star out here, man.
Oh yeah.
I
can kind of.
I love the bat signal on this though. Put on the actual green laser itself. Yeah, there you go. That's a bat signal.
The goons are out.
Yeah. So I mean, this would be good to like, airplane, help me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Either way, I mean, you have a night vision laser that works and is zeroed though.
Yeah.
And I mean, how many rounds you got through that thing now? 300-400?
Yep.
At least,
Yep.
I think at this point.
Because that was 150.
Because I think I put at least 150 rounds through it myself.
Yeah.
Because I put 5 or 6 mags through there. So, yeah.
But I would say like I'm not shooting past at night.
Oh,
you know?
dude.
I'm not shooting past 100.
Well, even the military says effective range on these things is 100, 150 because you can't even positively ID your target from here. Like, yeah, I could tell it's a dude. I couldn't tell you who who that dude was, at this distance and nods. I can't see even, you probably can't even discern like what they're wearing as far as colors and camouflage. And that's one of the things too. They say like 100 is where you can really start to identify those fine details when it comes to target acquisition, target identification. But I mean, like if you're thinking it from like a reconnaissance standpoint, certainly, having this thing out here, nice little spotlight, see dudes. Because that's the thing too, even with these lasers, I mean, if you just needed an IR light or an IR pointer, right? I say, hey, there's something over there, right? I can spotlight it and circle it, which is nice. Because like in the military, when we had aircraft above, you know what I mean? They would give us IR lights in the sky, and that shit would light up everything like you were on the goddamn sun, you know what I mean? Like, it would turn fucking pitch blackness into, like this, basically. Yeah. So, final thoughts about the Somogear NGAL. I'm very on the fence about recommending this thing for a couple reasons. Number one, again, this uses a different port plug than the typical crane switch you'd find on like a PEQ15. So if you buy this and you want to run another remote switch, you're going to have to spend at least a couple $100 more for some type of rocker, boat, pressure, whatever switch. The other issue I have with it is that the low power laser is too fucking bright. I mean, it's too bright. And it's like I said during the night vision shooting portion of the video, I think these Hong Kong manufacturers are just trying to fucking one-up each other on making the world's brightest goddamn fucking laser. I mean, pretty soon we'll probably see IR lasers that can burn fucking holes and shit. But what's the point of that, really? I mean, we're getting to a point where, yeah, you can have the world's brightest fucking laser, but what's the point of it? You can't even use the goddamn thing. And in the video, a lot of that was outdoor shooting. When you are indoors CQB, you do not want that thing to be that fucking bright. I mean, it just blooms everything out. So I think that this NGAL, I think it needs a little more work. That low laser definitely needs to be brought down in brightness, or they need to make some type of actual diffuser cap to basically to weaken that laser. I guess the real NGAL does have that. Also, too, like the PEQ15, there were issues with the unit turning off. And again, that seems to be a battery issue as far as it not the tolerance in there, and maybe it's a little looser than it should be. So to fix that, what we did, we took the cap off. I took some pliers and just pulled the little prongs out a little further. Be very careful doing that though, because that thing will come off easy and then roll around, and you can spend like 10 minutes looking for the fucking thing. Ask me how I know. I will say I was impressed with both the NGAL and the PEQ15 because for this iteration of shooting, it was all, freezing, like 32 degrees below that. So the fact that they held up really well, and we didn't replace the battery once during that entire range session, that was pretty awesome. Getting those 300 meter shots on both the NGAL and the PEQ15, that was pretty money. And I think that is really kind of shows that, hey, these things, I won't say that they're all awesome, but if you get a good one, it's pretty tough to beat for the money, man. I mean, I paid $250 for this thing, and I can't believe how well it's done. I mean, I've got almost 1,500 rounds through this thing now, and I had to do a re-zero at around 700, but since then I haven't touched it, and this thing is still freaking banging shit out. Now, obviously out to 300 meters, no problem, so I can't complain about that whatsoever. So with that said, I think the NGAL, I recommend holding on it so far. I think there's some improvements that can be made possibly over the next 12 months from Somogear. If they're listening to the feedback from this video or other dudes bitching on Reddit or whatever. But it seems this company has been taking user feedback and using that to make these better with each generation. So, I mean, there's something to be said for a freaking Hong Kong company that's listening to their American customers when freaking American manufacturers of optics don't give two shits about American customers. So, and a big shout out to my boy Phil for providing the NGAL for this video, having a good range day with me. And by the time you're watching this video, he's probably going to be leaving for Army OCS. Dumbass. No, I'm just kidding, man. I'm super proud of you, brother. With that said, I need some more night vision buddies to go shooting with. So if you are in Eastern Washington, North Idaho, you have nods, you're thinking about getting nods, you want to get into this night vision shit, hit me up. Let's fucking make some videos. I need a cameraman. As always, friends, like, subscribe, all that bullshit. Catch you next time.